Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia, site of the 1996 Olympic Games, Center Park Stadium, and home to the Georgia State Panthers, and we have been feeling the excitement for this one all week. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Georgia Southern Eagles, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Georgia State Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Georgia Southern will kick it off to get things started. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Offense getting set for first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Grabbed on the outside, it's Hurts. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Great timing there on that throw by the QB on the out route. Gets it to his guy just in time. He makes the catch, and his momentum takes him out of bounds.
Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much all throughout the year. All the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why it means more, and that's why these players will be jacked out of their minds.
Now, fourth down.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. That one comes out hot down the right side. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Handoff from the gun. Still on his feet at the 45. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground. And you see the speed by the ball carrier there, Reese, picking up a huge chunk of yards.
Now, I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just run that play again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why not just go back to the well one more time?
They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
And they've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game this time, they want to put out a much better performance.
Oh, there's nothing worse. The coaches are riding you all week leading up into this game, reminding you, showing the clips in the locker room. You know you failed. You want to come out and get a great start in this football game early.
Third and short from the 28. Let's see if this is four-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. Wide receiver coming across in motion. With jet sweep pass. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. They grab the early lead.
Number
They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score.
Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with the system.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Off play action. Caught in the backfield. It's McGee.
No gain on the play. Brings up third down.
A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Georgia State jumps back to the line. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Fires to the wideout. And it's batted away, and the fourth down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on fourth down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away and doing it cleanly. No PI. And as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Everett. Fires to the right. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
Defense is about feeling out the offense and what they like to do. What are they going to do 3rd short, 3rd medium, 3rd long? So far, the offense is winning. Defense is going to need to make some adjustments.
Pulls and throws off the RPO.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
From the gun, the running back has it. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter.
He ends up getting tackled at the 34-yard line. 3rd down coming. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Georgia Southern 7, Georgia State 0.
Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been 3rd down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive. They go to the ground.
What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
Gets it inside the 10, picks up a yard. They'll mark it at the 9.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win.
Touchdown, Eagles. Hold it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
Red pass, it's complete. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Panthers come to the line in the hurry-up. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Plows through the defense. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. And the Panthers have this offense rolling. Caught in the backfield, it's Bryant. And oh, did they know that one was coming? They'll knock him down in the backfield.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Got it in the middle. It's Bryant. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. They want to just keep throwing it.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down.
Got it. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And great recognition by the corner. That touch pass after he throws at the quarterback, it's a pass. He can't throw it forward again. Nice job understanding that, flying up, coming and making the big tackle in the open field.
After getting nothing done on first down, 2nd and goal from the 6. He's looking to throw. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia State.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
Coming out with it, it's Murphy. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
He tries to take the top off. He's got it downfield for a huge gain.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Everett. Quarterback moving. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. To the ground with the back. And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. They'll go with a direct snap. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep.
Return runs out of bounds.
Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can improve. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on 2nd. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Grabbed behind the line. It's Murray. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Wants to throw on second down. Skips away from pressure. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Unloads to the right. It's caught. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quarterback checking the play. Trying to find his man on first down. Throws toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to start things here in the second half. Georgia State about to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Murphy. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They'll open this third quarter with a run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Right back to the well. Jukes his way for more. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup of 4. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. They'll try the run. At the 35, he's got room. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
And that's a nice third down conversion for this offense. And I'll tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together, get one of those long drives going.
And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. And the Eagles are moving quickly down the field. The give out of the gun. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beat you.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Everett. Got his man quickly. They were able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Snap it to the back. Tackled after picking up the first down.
It's a nice run there to get the first down. I got to tell you, I'm impressed with the stable of backs and the weapons this offense has. A lot of different guys can touch the football in a variety of ways, but they've been running it very, very well in this game so far.
The Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quickly complete. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. What a grab and go for the score. They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
21, Georgia State, 7.
Fair catch called for and made. offense returns to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole.
Fires into traffic, picked off. Taking it the other way. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Eagles. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
They've got the screen set up. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you've got dialed up on third.
Quarterback will audible. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And there's going to be a loss on that play, just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact.
Just a really nice job defensively, too, not giving up on the play, right? You didn't sack him initially, but guys were still in hot pursuit and chasing. And this front seven defensively, they've got a lot of speed and athleticism, and they're able to stay on the quarterback's heels and force him out of bounds for a loss.
He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And, David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Power football with the run. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. They'll go with the running game on 4th down here. On the move at the 30. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And that's good enough for a first down. That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Georgia Southern 28, Georgia State 7.
First down to start the drive after the break. The corners are walked up tight. Gonna run it. It's Bullock. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
Such a tough spot to be in on defense because you're trailing. You're expecting the offense to run the football. They just did it on the last play, and then on a critical third down, they go play action, and they throw it over your head. You got to feel for this defense.
Dropping back, it's Everett. Looking to scramble. Smashes through the tackle. Touchdown, Eagles! And the stomping has commenced. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last.
Oh, there's the ball. A defense scoops it up, and they're bringing it back.
Yeah, receivers make those catches and try to get upfield and now turn into a running back and make something happen. And a lot of times you just forget to secure that football real tight. And you could tell DB got it out. Big mistake, big turnover, nice forced turnover by the defense.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles! And the pummeling has started. Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable top 25 clash. USC answered the bell away from the Coliseum today with an impressive victory. The Trojans knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head-on. Generally the mark of a really good team. Really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Big, big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. The Panthers want to move quickly.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Still looking on the move. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Georgia State. Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. DB's right up on the receivers. They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Keeps it on the bootleg. Going for it all. Intercepted. Bringing it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
You've got to love what you're seeing if you're the head coach of this team, because your defense is simply not resting on their laurels, and they're playing until there's zeros on the clock. They've got a massive lead. We're late in the fourth quarter, and they're still getting sacks.
Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
And I love the quarterback's accuracy here. Hit him in stride, man. Hit him where he can catch the football and continue to run and do more damage after the catch like he did right there.
Tackled immediately after the catch. Georgia State jumps back to the line.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks that this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
And the quick shuffle pass. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it past the marker. And he breaks into the open. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Panthers!
And how about the tight end showing off the athletic ability? Does a great job in the blocking game. Now, when you need to make a big play in the passing game, you just turn him loose, throw him the football, and he can make big plays like he did right here.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Third down coming.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. The give from the gun. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. We've reached a 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Direct snap. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to, because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin. And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
Oh, he had it and he dropped it. Almost one of those big plays he's known for. It'll be third down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. He'll take another shot here. Got his man. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Some might have the philosophy to milk the clock. Others have this philosophy. Just keep going at them.
Until you stop me. And I think the offense, you can tell, it's pretty clear. They're going to keep their foot on the gas, continuing to throw the football down the field, attack, make big plays like they have all game long.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Quick pass on the fly motion. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. They'll try it again from the 1 on second.